All right, we're gonna let that do that. Sorry. Hold on. I didn't think this through. First of all, let's take those off. Yeah. Second of all, hold please. I have to get my breakfast. Okay. So, doing a little something. A little something special today. Sorry. So, it is time for a share. It is Tuesday, which means we usually do a haul, but we're gonna do a loot list. Actually, we're gonna do a loot list and a root list, but more on that in a second. So, for those of you who don't know, who are new here, who have never seen me before, or stumbled into my little tiny corner of the internet, my name is Aradia. I'm your resident witch and creatrix over to Radia's Hand and Danae's Divine, where I create myth, magic, and meaning for your everyday life through art, intuition, and energy work. And on Tuesdays, I like to share things that I've gotten either for myself, for someone else, from someone else, or for my work. So here we are. Not last year, but the year before, I started something called Loot List, and this was me sharing stuff that I have gotten for myself. Traditionally, in these haul videos, I share things that I've gotten for my work. Either art business, supplies, tools, setups, storage, things like that. Same thing for my witch business, which may be curios, items, decks, references, whatnot. Sometimes general tools for my work, planners, desk setups, things like that. But then I started branching out into doing more gaming, wanting to set up my studio / office a little more. And then I said, you know what? I think that I am going to also start sharing just stuff that I've gotten that I like. So here we are. We've gone through part of a year doing it. Last year was rocky with school and everything else going on. So I did have to drop off the face of the planet for in a lot of ways, for a lot of things, and the haul videos were one of the things that suffered, because I do post those usually ahead of time or day of, and they're not something I can schedule. They are public, so if I didn't post something, you would notice. Anything else, So without further ado, what have we, precious? Okay, so this is terrible. This is awful. It's in the box still. It's not great. But you know what? We've got this. So, as you see before you, the one ring. But we have two. So this is a lamp. I can't turn it on because I need a thing. Actually, that's not true. I might be able to turn it on for y'all, because I forgot I have a plug. I'm so excited about this. Let's see if that works. I can remember where the guy is. Here he is. Oh my gosh. Yep. So there you go. Now you get to see. Whoa, that's awesome. Friend was like, "Is it gonna show on your skin?" And I was like, "I don't think the light's that powerful, but it would be cute if it was, because it happens in the movie." Anyway. So this is the One Ring. It is a lamp. It's got the script on the inside and the outside, which is neat. I don't know if that part is canon. I feel like it's on the outside, but I don't know that it's on the inside and the outside, now that I think about that. But that's okay. It's fine. It would be like, I don't know. It's an odd detail. Like I'm literally now just thinking about that, and I'm like, huh. And I'm like, is it on the inside and the outside? And I'm like, that's a weird thing, but maybe it's meant to say it's so, it doesn't match. But maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna stop thinking about it before I hurt myself. So, here's how this happened. I got it from I did get it from BoxLunch, because I was browsing around the internet and I realized I hadn't gotten Frend a proper gift. I get some little trinkets, and at this point, it's late in the day. It's late in the year enough that she should have these things. So if I say it now, it won't be. But I usually always get her like seasonal rubber ducks, whenever I can find them, whenever I come across them. So if they have spring ducks or summer ducks or whatever, and they're doing like weird summer activities, I usually try to get a little mini ones, get her the whole set, and then when I see here are more ducks. There's so many ducks. The funny thing about the ducks, though, she doesn't collect ducks. She doesn't have a Jeep. It's not like a thing, but it's become a thing just by proxy. It's like a weird thing. Like, it's just somebody got her ducks once, and then someone else got her ducks, and now it just became this thing where everybody was like, "Oh, you love ducks," and she's like, "I actually don't. I shouldn't hate them. It's just now kind of like a funny little joke," and so it's like a weird inside joke. But she is a huge nerd, so I'm browsing around, and I happened to mention, and I was like, "Oh no, it's the One Ring. It's a lamp." And she's like, "What?" I showed it to her, just like, and I was like, "I kind of need it." She's like, "But it's my birthday." And we had a whole Smeagol's friend, but I saw it first. So incidentally, her birthday is actually a couple days after Christmas, which usually means, like anybody in that general time period, your birthday also often gets overlooked. And it becomes this whole thing, and for some it can be like a loss or lead to a little resentment as you get older, because your day happening to fall near a holiday that some people celebrate but not all people is a little shisty, as a way to not like celebrate it. Like, don't do that to somebody. That's gross. They were born on this day. That day legitimately is associated with them. This is a little more arbitrary, because this is based on some event or something that may or may not have happened, because sometimes holidays move around and stuff like that. And so maybe give the person their day. All right. So due to that, and the funny joke about the whole "it's mine, I saw it first," I was like, you know what? Yeah, no, I'm gonna get this for her. Now, so that does mean that this is not in reality a surprise. I do try to make sure that the gifts I give are surprise enough, but I also know, realistically speaking, just because I associated with it, just because I think you might like it, doesn't mean I'm right. There's a lot of things that I've liked, that I would like, or that I wouldn't like, or that I like in general that maybe I don't really like. So when it's something like this, and I want to be sure, I'm gonna ruin the surprise and just ask you, because it's easier. And so, I was like, all right, well, post our conversation, I was like, no, it's done. And I'm like, honestly though, I need one too. Because Frend is a huge Lord of the Rings dork, like enough that I think she earned the title. And I was like, you know what, this just has to happen. And so here we are, in part because I'm the worst, and like I suck at life, and like, why didn't you get your friend something sooner? And I'm like, I'm like out of practice. Obviously. So by the time this gets posted, she better damn well have it. We actually live very, like, not very far, like, out of the state, but we live significantly far enough away that, like, I can't just run this over to her home. And being what it is, and being that it's probably fragile, even in the box, I am not shipping this anywhere, which may mean I am getting in a car and driving, and that's going to be a lot. And I'm just like, well, that sucks. So there's that, and it's going to have to be a weekend, and I don't really want it to be on a bean weekend, because then that's in the car for a million years, and that's just like a lot, and that's a lot to do, to like literally just deliver something. And I'm like, yeah, but that might be what happens. I'm like, it might be what happens. especially since I can't leave the dog. But I'm like so excited. So like there's like this thing now has like this whole story about it. Like, oh yes, I saw it first, but it's my birthday, and legit, it is her birthday coming up, which is, well, as of this recording, right? Which is just funny, and why I love it, and why it's just gonna be like this great little thing. And of course, because I'm a smarty pants, I got them immediately. And I brought them both home. I opened both and I made sure they worked, because the last thing I wanted to do was get it and it's a defective one, right? And then it doesn't work, and then I've gotten it to you and now it's useless because it doesn't work, because that would super suck. And so I'm so excited. Now, obviously, because I have one too, you know, I'm gonna do something with it. I don't know where it's going to go. I don't own any of the movies. I don't own any of the books. I really don't have any other paraphernalia from Lord of the Rings. I am not against owning any. I just don't presently happen to have any. What I will also say is she's going to have the Bitty Pops little Frodo and the Shire by the time she gets this, because they're going to deliver it all at once. Along with some other stuff that I'm going to share, and over the next couple of weeks, all this stuff will be in her possession. So there's that. But yeah. So all I can do is hear the opening sound, the opening song to Lord of the Rings playing in my head while I am holding this. It's precious to me. Oh my god, there's something wrong with me, but it's great. I love it. And it does also have a battery, which is nice. So anyway, yeah, I don't know where I'm gonna put this, but I feel like I should get a copy of the Lord of the Rings. Like, I should get at least those 3. I feel like if I could get some Lego people of the Lord of the Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings, that would be good. I feel like having it next to the movies would also be, that would be good. So, yeah. So, let's see. That's it. If you would like to see a picture, scroll into the post below. I did take some pictures of it. The setting of the pictures is not great. I do have a picture of it with the one in the box, which is hers. But I also have a picture of mine out so you can see it. Mine. I'm having too much fun with this. But also, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit the link at the top. It'll send you over to Patreon so we can see all this. But my question is, what is the last cool thing that you bought for yourself? What's the last thing that you got for somebody else? Do you have somebody that you share interests with enough that you like to go and get your, be twinsies, have the same things? Is it precious to you? I gotta stop. Anyway, so I did link this below. By the time this posts, it's probably gonna be gone, but I did link it. I did put a link there. And so if you notice that it's not available, you should let me know so I can just like edit this post and like remove that. And what I can do is put a little note of, hey, this I still have this linked and it's not linked anymore for this reason. But also link below my websites, my social media, and all that jazz. And what are we doing tomorrow? Because you stayed till the end of this video. Tomorrow we're doing a work in progress Wednesday. We're going to check in with the intention that we set on Monday. That's it. So I do want to say thank you for being here, for your, staying with me, staying the course. Anybody who's new, thank you for joining. Thank you for hopping in. And if you like the content that you're seeing here, especially if you're over on YouTube, consider coming over to Patreon and joining in and, being part of the railings, because it'll be fun. Yeah, I don't know. Yay. So. I am gonna go find a place for the precious, and put hers away. Is what I'm gonna do. Past me is gonna do that. Present me, which is future me for me, for future me for me, and present me for you, is going to, I don't know what she's gonna do. Do something, go somewhere, take a nap, eat snacks, whatever, what have you. So. Thanks for tuning in, and so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, and goodbye, my lovelies, and I will see you tomorrow. Well, I will chat with you tomorrow. Toodles!